So back in December, I finished the installation on this Aquasure AS-PR75A. I'd had it for a while, but finally got around to that point in my kitchen remodel, got it installed. The problem is, immediately after turning it on, the system pressurized and this piece here broke off. The filter flew off, water got everywhere. It was really annoying. This tab on the back broke off at the same time too. So that really sucked. I did try gluing it together, but I'm not sure what kind of plastic this is, and I definitely did not have the right glue because it didn't hold at all. So I contacted support for Aquasure and spoke with Gus because of how long I'd had the system and me not having all the information. I didn't have my order number, so they weren't able to help me directly. I ended up having to actually buy a new head, and so I got this one and got it installed. And then once it was installed, let me turn the valve on here. You can probably hear here, that's where it drains into the drain. Hopefully you can hear that running water either in the sink or under the sink. Doesn't matter how long the filter runs. It's supposed to run for like an hour or two or something like that. And then eventually the system would get filled up and everything would stabilize and that should stop. But that didn't happen. So I contacted support again, and Gus was able to send me out another head, and I got that one installed. And then same thing with that one too. So it wasn't a problem with this head, and it's not a problem with that head, unless they both have the same problem. But it still doesn't work. Real quick, let me take you through the whole system here. So the water comes in here, goes through the check valve here, this safety valve, and into the system, and then comes out. This blue line on the other side goes up to the faucet. And then there's also this one-way valve here that goes up to the drain. And then there's this blue hose here that goes over to the pressure tank. So it's a real simple system. It's not hard to install, but the fact it doesn't work is the problem. So I went through the troubleshooting with Gus. I ended up buying a water pressure valve and tested the system. It's right at 50 psi. I double checked the pressure on this tank. It's 6-ish psi now when it's empty. Just went through a bunch of stuff like that over and over and never found a resolution. And then eventually I stopped getting support. He no longer responded. So I have a system that doesn't work. The water that comes out of it tastes okay. It tastes good. What we've been doing, which is very annoying, is turn the system on, let it run for a bit, then we turn it. Then we fill up some water bottles here, and then we turn it back off. And it works. It gets us so we have filtered water, but it's not on demand, and we have to keep filling up bottles, and that's not the way the system is supposed to work. So, again, 50 psi water, according to the manual here, that should be about right. Water temperature is in the range. The pressure on this is right. Everything seems to be hooked up correctly. Again, I went through the manual. I did it all the way it's supposed to. I do have a filter from a competitor. This house is duplex, and on the other side, same water supply exactly. I have a competitor's filter, and it works just fine. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, and it's really annoying. And it's really annoying that I stopped getting support. This is way too expensive to just have not work properly. I mean, these filters, to replace them, it's going to be about $100 when it's time to replace them. So yeah, that gives you any idea. But if anybody has any ideas, that would be great. Please let me know. But for now, definitely can't recommend this. I'm going to send this video to them, through their support links, see if they can do anything. When I very first contacted support, even though I didn't have the order number, I did send pictures of the box and this and my whole setup, and yeah, I don't know why I wasn't able to get direct support without having to pay for that one first. That's also annoying. Anyway, I guess thanks.